Hey guys, happy Monday. We're just a few short weeks away from the Open, and so this is a continuation of our Open prep cycle. And this skill work today, we're gonna have handstand push-ups. So you'll start today with some holds and some negatives. Whenever we think about this hold, we just wanna, I just like to say, keep the arm straight the entire time, right? You wanna press against the ground and you wanna be actively pressing into the ground to help keep your body in alignment and also make you lighter so you can just hold longer, all right? So that'll be coupled with some handstand negatives. And so I'll show a couple of those, and then we'll have a handstand push-up drop set, which would be pretty cool. And so just your simple handstand hold, you guys can get in one of two ways. You can pass through this nice tall T, very gymnastics, make this a nice long movement, or you guys can kind of start like you're a sprinter for the US Olympics. It is Olympic year, all right? And so I'll start in the Olympic sprint, just because I feel like that's where most people will start at. You wanna keep the arms nice and straight the entire time, not some of the time, not almost all of the time, but the entire time, the arms stay nice and straight. So we get down here, and we push off the foot up in front, and we'll pull this leg to the wall, all right? And we just hold. So that'll be coupled with a handstand push-up negative, right? And that'll just be, you'll go into your hold, and then you'll draw it down, and it's not coming down like this, right? Because the elbows are be out, and it'll be a very a not great place to push from. So you want to come down kind of like this, all right? And so you'll create 3 points with your hands and your top of your head, and then that'll give you a nice stable base. So just imagine like if you ever like did a yoga class and you had like this or whatever it is, you connected this contact point, and then the top of your head, very similar. And we want to take about 3 counts to go down. And so we'll kick up. I'll go this way, it was kind of weird. We'll kick up, boom, down, 2, 3, come out of it, back up, and then you'll, again, keep the arms posted, down, 2, 3. So that'll be your handstand push-up negative. So we'll warm up with those two, the hold and the negative, and then we'll get into the drop set. So we wanna start with straight handstand push-ups, to box piked handstand push-ups, to regular piked handstand push-ups, to some sort of plank hold or a dumbbell Zpress, all right? So strict handstand push-ups, work the negative, create the tripod, let's stand through. I'll do 1, not 2. Come here, and then we'll press out. Once we get done with that, so we kind of go to failure with that and make sure those are strict. We'll go into the box. Most important thing, the hips on top of the shoulder. Then your head will move out, right? Out in front of your hands. And yeah, and then your nose will travel right back to the box, all right? And so you can use an ab mat to help. It just creates a target and also softens the blow on the top of your head, because this should be hit this. And so what happens is hands go behind the mat, feet on the box, hips high, out in front, through, out in front, through, right? And once those kind of fatigue out, we can just go to a regular box or a regular piked handstand. Same principles apply. Hands behind the mat, ears in between the shoulders, out in front, through, out in front, through, which is rather difficult, all right? Which is okay, all right? And so what we wanna avoid is what we see far too often, is that the hands are here, the head are in line, and we kind of go out. We see this, where this part of my head is touching, or we just kind of see just a regular push-up with a hot butt. Which, if we go off aesthetics, one move looks a lot better than the other. I'd be willing to bet, given a poll, this movement looks much better than this movement. All right, so that's our handstand push-up variation. Once we get done with that, we'll do some workouts. All right, so the bar come back into the frame, which is great. You'll probably have to move, but we wanna start with a ring muscle up first. And so the ring muscle up is that we swing from the ring, start here, we end up on top of it, and we really work on the dip that we've been kind of developing over this thing. So the ring muscle up. Like that. Count the failures, count the attempts. That's completely fine. So we got a short number of that. We got some wall balls. So shoot down, sit through the bottom of a squat, toss it to target, toss it to target. Once you get done with the wall balls, we got some power cleans. So the power cleans, just start here, hands outside the legs, jump and catch, jump and catch. And then we'll finish that up on the rower with some calories. So those are your movements, either muscle up attempts, muscle ups, banded muscle ups, bar muscle ups, etc., etc., etc. You guys can go ring rows, ring dips, however that happens. It's our Monday workout, guys. Have fun.